Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Olivia Chico here, and I'm joined with
Pikachu.
and Barack Obama too.
Yeah.
And we're here to review Dragon Ball Super Episode 14.
14.
Yeah. So I'd like to just say something real short about this. To sum up Episode 14 and the rest of the Battle of Gods arc, which the Battle of Gods arc is pretty much done now.
Yep, that's it. It's over.
It's ogre.
It's all ogre. Goku got Shrek'd.
Yeah. The fight was badass.
It was. How long was the episode? It was like about 4 episodes long. Sorry, episode 11,
Well,
episode 10.
I think the fight started off 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, so it was good.
Yeah, not too long, not too short. Yeah, I really liked how intense it got.
It didn't feel dragged on at all. I would like to mention that.
Yeah. Definitely not dragged on.
Straight to the point. The fight was epic. It started off as expected, a little bit of talking and getting to know each other, and then it was very different than the movie, by far.
Yeah.
Which is good, because the movie, in my opinion, was a little mediocre.
Goku, so pretty much at this episode, Goku is pretty much really tired from the fight. He's pretty worn out, and he's giving it all he can. And he's obviously a Super Saiyan this whole time, which he has the God Ki absorbed into him.
Yep.
And he's really putting out as much power as he can. And, Beerus, Goku does the Kamehameha, and Beerus does his, atomic purple orb looking atom attack. And then that pretty much, I don't know. I just remember Goku falling to atmosphere, and he's like, Beerus is like, well, that's the end of your, that's what your limits are, and Goku's just falling through the atmosphere.
He's burning. Yeah, he's burning as he's falling down,
and then he gets up. He's like, "I'm not over. So I'm not done yet." And he's like, he just powers up even more. And Beerus is like,
it's not ogre till I say it's ogre. And
Beerus is like, whoa.
You should have left it there. It was a perfect ending.
Oh yeah. Beerus comes up to him and just goes to flick him.
He flicks him.
He's gonna flick him in the head. It's like, I started the fight like this.
And this is how I'm gonna end it.
Flick him
right in the fucking forehead.
Yeah, because Goku's fighting him, and then he loses his Super Saiyan power, so he's pretty much drained. And he comes back as a Super Saiyan, and they do what? The Kamehameha Clash?
They do the Kamehameha Clash. Well, let's remember the first Kamehameha Clash, Beerus nullifies it.
Oh yeah.
He nullifies it because something that we learned about Beerus, he can nullify Ki Blast.
Yeah, he's
all kinds of energy.
So powerful, he can nullify attacks. Which I feel like that takes a lot of power to nullify energy like it's nothing.
But we don't know the extent of his power either. This guy can have infinite energy.
Well,
we don't even know.
We don't even know.
So, there's still a lot to Beerus. He's still an enigma. But what we learned was, one, he wasn't using his full strength.
Yeah, so let's... Hold on. You jumped a little forward on that one. Hold on.
No, hold on. I'm going to get to the point a little bit why I mentioned that first. He didn't use his full strength, which is kind of misleading because in the previous episodes, they were going head-to-head. They were, bumping heads, and Goku was matching him and everything.
Yeah. Whoa.
So in our previous videos, we mentioned he's going full strength.
Whoa, 100%.
Yeah.
Which... I already knew that was fucking bullshit.
Of course.
I already knew
It's Dragon Ball. And
I was just going by each episode. But Goku does one more Kamehameha, and Beerus does his
atomic atom thing.
And then it causes a fucking star to form.
He basically... He makes a giant star, and it bursts and it does a supernova. It just bursts into a little bit of fragments. And
well, Goku's trying to hold it back, and it's burning him.
It absorbs him. It pretty much absorbs him because he starts burning, and then boom, explodes.
Yeah.
And then repeat, he falls to the earth.
Well, also I want to say before he gets to that part, I want to say I'm a little confused about some things. So when they're fighting and they go all the way back down to the planet and they're fighting in the water, Goku's like, "Oh, I'm running out of breath."
Yeah.
It's like, I thought you don't need to technically breathe unless your energy can form oxygen in space, because he's obviously fighting in space.
Well, he was getting choked. Remember, Beerus had his hand around his neck.
Well, he's also was just saying
and then
that I'm running out of breath underwater.
Yeah, because he was choking him. He was purposely submerging
He actually
him.
was before that. He was just saying, I'm going to run out of breath. And he's like, oh, an opening. And he punches Beerus. He actually says that. He wasn't being choked at the time. So
I don't remember that saying.
So I remember it because I was watching, okay, that's That's weird, like a contradiction. He can be in space and not need like to breathe like normal, but he can't breathe underwater. So
maybe his God key ran out at that
I
point.
don't know.
Yeah, because remember before that he was completely depleted of energy, and Beerus sensed it. He was like, "Well, this is the extent. It's gone. It's in you, but it's gone."
They need to fucking explain this.
And then Goku bursts back from falling, turns into a Super Saiyan, powers up completely.
Yeah.
He's going crazy. He was enraged. Goku was he was pissed off because Beerus questioned his strength.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, you may be a god, but that doesn't give you a right to tell me what my limits are."
Yeah, Goku tells Beerus that.
Yeah. So
I really like that.
That was a side of Goku that I liked, where he's pissed off and he's showing his Saiyan pride.
Saiyan pride. I like that.
It's the Saiyan pride.
So Beerus pretty much beats Goku.
Of course.
He falls, and Vegeta pretty much catches him.
Vegeta catches him.
I loved what Vegeta said. Remember, he's like, "How are you gonna take my energy and get your ass
kicked?"
I mean, I'm sure that's not exactly what it's translated, but I like that.
That was a good translation. And then Goku apologizes. He's like, "I'm sorry." And then Beerus, this was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Beerus is like, "Well, I made a promise.
Yeah.
If I promised if Goku beats me, I won't destroy the Earth. I won. Time to destroy the Earth." And he lets out this huge energy wave.
Yeah.
And it just disappears because he fell asleep.
Yeah. He passed out. And he's like.
With the nose bubble coming out.
And he's like, oh, he got tired out.
Yep.
He hasn't fought to this degree of power in a long time without warming up.
And Whis says, "Well, until next time, Goku, remind me to reward you."
Yeah.
This is important.
Whis is gonna reward him.
Whis says, "I'm going to reward you."
Yeah.
Keep that in mind, guys.
What is he?
Keep that in mind.
Tell us.
So, I'm hyped because when I saw Battle of Gods, I was very underwhelmed. Completely. From the beginning to the end, except for Beerus. Beerus, at that point, was starting to be my favorite. Mm-hmm. He was working I was warming up to Beerus. And then Super kind of took that. It's like they learned from it and said, let's make it better and explain, because Battle of Gods left us with a lot of fucking questions. You just can't throw a new character or new form and it's just like, it's there and that's it, and I have a lot of questions. But Super, if I can review this arc, not before, but just this arc, it would definitely be like an 8.5 out of 10 for me, right?
Yeah.
I would give it.
I'll probably give it like an 8 myself. Mm-hmm. I'm actually going lower than you.
Yeah, surprising. I was hyped. I loved it.
The fight was really good though.
Yeah, the fight was everything that we loved about DBZ, minus the things that we disliked about DBZ. One of the biggest stigmas of DBZ was how long they take to get to the point. Like the Frieza saga, and all of the dragging out.
14 episodes and the saga's done. So
yeah, and you know what? And the saga started. like
what, episode 6?
A little bit, yeah. Like when episode 5. With the bad art style.
Introduced in like 3 or 4. Oh yeah, 5 is when he fights Goku with the bad art
style. 4 he was introduced.
Yeah.
And then 4 ends with him going to King Kai's planet, and then he gets to King Kai's planet, and the big fight happens. Mm-hmm. So it was a very short saga, short arc, great, straight to the point. The action was top notch. The art style was actually really good. There was some minor inconsistencies, but
it's bound to happen, man. Yeah, it's anime.
They're doing these, they're pumping out these episodes quick too. Remember, it's like 2 separate crews that are working for the anime and the manga.
Well, but the people that are animating it, there's all kinds of different companies. We talked about that in the episode, so let's not get back into it. But overall, amazing. If you haven't seen Battle Gods movie, watch Dragon Ball Super episode 1 through 14.
You're definitely missing out if you have not at this point watched it.
Yeah, hell, we still met somebody who hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
So don't watch the movie, watch Super.
Watch Super. Yeah. Now to kind of like wrap up this video, what are you hoping for next in terms of how they change Battle of Gods? What do you think they will do with Resurrection of F?
So it is going to be Resurrection F arc next.
Yes, that is the next arc, and they are jumping immediately into it.
So what the next couple episodes are filler, from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely the next episode.
But they're still
yeah, it's still part of. But for sure, next episode is definitely filler.
It's filler,
and it's Hercule I mean, no
Celebrating.
spoiler. This is the preview. Hercule is gonna take the credit
Of course.
defeating Beerus. That was that Super Saiyan Hercule picture I posted on Facebook.
Yep.
And a lot of people were like, "What the fuck?"
Which went viral, by the way. So if
yeah.
you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be the next episode. I'm hoping we get to see how Frieza became his golden form. We have speculation. We won't get into that.
We won't say it because there's all minor spoilers.
There's a lot of spoilers. We kind of have like, I would say 95% sure of how.
I have a really good theory. So I'm going to say it right now. So if you want to be spoiled.
You know what? If you guys want us to do another video for it, we'll do another video for it.
Okay.
Let's do that.
We'll do a spoiler talk.
Yeah, it will be a spoiler talk.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll do that sometime this week. We're going to do a spoiler talk. So if you're interested in hearing what our real thoughts of what's going to happen in the next saga, what our predictions. I want to get my predictions out there because I really think my prediction is going to come to fruition.
And this is a prediction. If you've been watching our review series, we kind of mentioned it here and there too. So if you've been paying attention to it, you kind of should have an idea. But we'll go more into depth into it. But yeah.
So okay, that'll be later on in the week. So
that was episode 14.
14. What do you think, guys? Comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're new here.
Let's shoot for 150 likes.
150 likes, please.
Do it for Pikachu.
Hit 150 likes, win the Pikachu. No,
Bitches.
I love this Pikachu. I won't give it up. Anyways, guys, we're close to 7,500 subscribers. I think we're going to hit that very soon. And that means I'm doing a giveaway. So if you made it this far in the video, there's going to be a $50 gift card giveaway for iTunes or Google Play. So details on that's going to be coming up sometime this week. And we're going to catch you on the next video. See ya.
Peace.